Some people have sports. Some people have music. Some just have other interests. But I have film. I love film. It's something really special to me. And I think what made me so intrigued about film was the fact that you can create almost anything you want with a very limited amount of materials. And you know, it might sound cheesy, but it's kind of true. You really just need a camera and your imagination and you're good to go. So, at the age of 10, I think I was in 4th grade at the time. Yeah. I started to make these short little films with my sister, and that's really when I started to get into film. We made these short little films with like stuffed animals, and we'd upload them to YouTube, and we honestly didn't really care for views or anything. We didn't really get that much, but we didn't care. And, you know, we just had fun with it. It was awesome.
Okay. Well, we've been making films together for a long time, and making films with Jason is always quite the experience. I mean, as far as I can remember, he used to always film me doing random things and used to call me names in his videos, but from there we've come a long way, and I think my favorite film would probably have to be I Shrink, just because I feel like the storyline was the best and I had a lot of fun acting in it, and I feel like overall it was just one of the better films he put together.
So, as time progressed, I invested my own time into learning something called visual effects. Visual effects basically takes your ordinary and turns it into the extraordinary. It takes your audience on a journey. Think of it as like a magician with a wand. A puff of smoke, a ball of fire, creating magic out of the mundane. If used correctly, visual effects can enhance your story and intrigue a greater audience. So as time went on, I made these tiny little uploads testing my visual effects on my newly made YouTube channel called Jayronimo 123. And the origin of that name is kind of a weird one at that. People call me Jay, and I like the term Jayronimo. So when you combine the two, you get Jay and Ronimo. Jayronimo!
Actually, I always knew that, ever since he was little, I knew he was going to do something related to film. When he was very young, he would like to walk by, anytime he walked by a store window or a dark appliance, he would just stop and freeze, and he would start acting in front of the actual appliance. So I used to always say, you know, one day he's going to either be an actor or he's going to be like in film or something like that. So, yeah, I think I always knew.
Eventually, I got into middle school, and I made some new friends there. I told them about how I like to make films and visual effects. They got pretty excited by it, and we made some awesome films. One of those films was called The Game. I submitted The Game into the film fest during my freshman year at high school. To my surprise, it got into the film fest. All of my friends and I went to the film fest and we watched it, and we had an awesome time. The next year, however, I stepped it up a notch, and I made another film called I Shrink. This got in as well, which made me really surprised. But not only that, I also won a contest to meet Jerry Stiller and watch his new film called Simpler Times. That was an experience I'll probably never forget. I had to make a speech in front of hundreds of people about my film, and I was really honored to meet Jerry Stiller that day.
The great thing about being Jason's mom is that if I'm ever, you know, just feeling like tired of my surroundings, or I want to maybe just, you know, go away on an instant vacation, all I have to do is ask Jason to make it happen. He makes it happen. Just like that.
I'm Jason, and I love what I do. I love film. And I hope my journey continues to let me do what I love.